Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Michael of Planner Time with Michael. Thank you all so much for joining me today. In today's video, I am finally starting a Halloween junk journal. Can you believe it all? Yes, I've been saying it for what feels like 100 years, but now I am finally going to start one. Okay, just a side note, y'all, when you start one, don't get hung up on details. Just go for it, because I have been thinking about this and thinking, and I'm like, you know what already? Just do it. So I had an idea. I was trying to think of what I wanted to use as the base of the cover. Like if I wanted to use an old cardboard box, if I wanted to use some chipboard or whatnot. So I came up with, I had this, which I was going to throw out anyway, this Stouffer's meatloaf, not TV dinner, frozen dinner, I guess is what you call it. And so I thought I would use that. And what I did is I did some stuff already to save some time. All I did was cut it, to make it flat. And then I trimmed it because there was another flap over here that I trimmed off. And then I just dropped something now. But yeah, I just trimmed it. And I believe it's about 6 inches. Okay, now I'm a liar. 6.5. So it's like 6.5 inches. Yeah, it's like 6.5 inches by 8. And I thought, I don't know, I just want to try it. So we're going to see. So I cut this down. I figured this would be a good base. And then I was thinking, okay, I'm going to cover this with, not construction paper, scrapbook paper, Halloween themed scrapbook paper. But I also wanted to be able to make a window in here because I want to try. I've never done this, but I have several of these pads, but they're like acetate. And I thought, how cool would it be to try and make a window and then put this, behind it so that you have some scrapbook paper here, but then you have one of these coming through here. So I'm going to try that. I don't know if it's going to work. Excuse me. But let's see. Now, what I'm thinking is I want to leave an inch all the way around. So, if I did a line here, hope you can see this. If I did a line here, is it going to be perfect? No, because my sides aren't perfect. But you know what? This is just the beginning, right? So let's put an inch mark here. And an inch mark right here. Okay, and all I'm going to do, let's see, did I do that one? Is I'm going to join these lines. You're probably getting dizzy from all this turning that I'm doing. And it doesn't matter because I'm going to be covering the inside of this up anyway. So, but I'm just going to make some lines so that way I know where I can cut. Okay, so let me make sure. Hopefully this is all on camera. So I'm going to go an inch from there. And then another inch. Let's see, mark it here. And let's connect these two lines because you'll start to see it. This will give me my, where I'm going to cut it out. And that'll give me my inch border around the whole thing so that it's even, if that makes sense. So we have one here, and I'll put a line here, and then I will connect them. My thoughts and prayers go out to everyone who was affected by Hurricane Helene. Thankfully, why am I seeing a mark there? Thankfully, I was spared. We got some winds and rain, but nothing like what they got it in other places. So I am very thankful for that. But my heart and, positive thoughts, prayers go out to everybody affected by it. It just, it's horrible. Okay, now what I thought is if you can picture it, this will be like my border where I will probably put just strips, because originally I thought put a whole piece down and then just cut it out. Well, I'd be wasting a lot of it. So I looked through here, and what I was thinking is maybe I could cut some of these out and use those going across the top and the sides. So we're going to see. We're going to see how it looks. And in the end, if I don't like this the way it looks, I was going to throw this out anyway. So, you know what? It's no big loss, right? Even though, you know, I keep telling myself, okay, you're on YouTube. You know what I'm going to do is, I know this is a cutting mat, but I want to try and, I have another one, so I want to try and protect it. I know it may seem like I'm overdoing it, but now I only want to cut that inside, right? So let's cut this, and I'm only going to go to here. Hopefully it's cutting somewhat straight, I hope. So let's just keep her going. I'm probably going to film this in stages. You know, like I'll probably do the outside cover, you know, in one video, and then make some signatures in another video and decorate. I won't finish the whole thing in one video. I am not that quick. And yeah, that's not going to happen. So, but hopefully I'm doing this right, y'all. And that I'm not making a complete fool of myself trying to do this, right? Okay, let's go here and... So hopefully, did that work? Somewhat. Okay, let's go over that. And where else do we need to go over? Okay, apparently here. So let's do this. I'm trying to, normally I would get my face much closer to this, but obviously I'm filming, I'm on camera, and you don't want to see the top of my head with all my gray hairs. Okay, come on. I know you can do it. Ah, 47 years. Okay. Oh, my chair just sank down a little bit. What do we think? So that will be the window. And why don't I just take this piece out? I was going through these. I don't know which one. Took me forever, but I finally settled on. I'm thinking now. Why is this? Oh, why is that like that? Oh, are these supposed to be that stuck to each other? I'm thinking this one. I am gonna. Oh, now it's falling apart. I may have to put a book ring through there to hold it together. Anyway, so I'm thinking. Oh, this was, I made a, before I started, I made some, what do you call these things? Words escape me right now. Like models, but there's another word I'm looking for. Just to see what it would look like. This was the 1 inch, and this was the 1.5 inches. And I just felt like this one was just, it left too much border, so I don't know. Anyway, so I was going through these, and I was thinking I would go with this side because, you know, like I said, I'm going to have to cut it. But I really think I want, let's see. I really think, let's see, we could have this. Okay, we could have this. I really think I want to make sure I get that skull in there with the vase, with this thing. So, like I said, I'm going to lose some of it, but it's okay, right? So my next step, what do I do next, y'all? Do I glue this in? Oh, and then I'm thinking I'm probably going to have to put, see there's white behind there now. I may have to put a piece of white paper behind it. I don't know. But should we start decorating the outside first? Or what? Should we start putting these in? So let's get, might as well, right? Let's just go for it. It's only paper, I have to keep telling myself, right? And I have plenty of it. Okay, ooh, now I'm ripping everything apart. I'm destroying everything, y'all. Let's take this, and these should be easy to cut. Let me get my big old guillotine, this one, and I just marked it with a sticky note. Let's cut these into strips, and let's see. Oh, I have my Safety on. Okay. Hope you can see some of this. Let me move around so I can kind of... Again, I hope you can see, like I'm trying to line it up, but I don't know. We'll just see. So let's put this here. Hopefully this paper is straight. Oh, I'm going to have to go a little bit further to get rid of that white line, right? How do I know, y'all, if this... What do we think about that business? And now... I have to think, let me close this. How am I going to cut these? Because some of these have that gold. Do I want to include it like, say this piece, like include the gold in that one, and then include this gold in this one, or try and cut in the middle of it? What do we think? And which of these do we even think we're going to use? I really like this. However, that's not going to fit here. So I'm thinking something like, I like that beware, danger, pick your poison. I like that too. Well, let's just start. Where are we going to start? Right here, I guess. And again, I think I'm going to... You know what I'm going to do this first one? I'm going to include this gold in the second part. Reason being, if I use this piece, then I'm going to have to cut some of it off anyway. So, okay, let's include that gold here. Okay. And let's just go through and cut, might as well cut all of these in strips, right? Tell me this is, ooh, y'all, my light. I must have shaken the desk or something, and the light kind of, it almost started falling over. Woo! Lordy. Scared me, y'all, got me scared. So... Let's see. So really, when you make these journal covers, you don't need... I mean, I'm going to be using scrapbook paper and, like, I'm going to embellish it, the insides with stickers and whatnot, but you can keep it simple, right? Like, look at, I'm using something you would normally throw out anyway. So, you know, you don't have to spend a lot of money, you know, to do it, to make the junk journal, you know what I'm saying? Okay, now this one goes where? Right there. So let's... I think I'm too far. I don't know. Let's see. Not too bad, actually. And now, where does this one get cut? Oh, right on that line. Y'all, that's hard to see. Ugh. Let's just go for it and see what happens. Okay. So let me lock this back in place. I originally bought this for school, but I left it at home, and I'm glad I did because it comes in quite handy. Okay, now we have all of these. So, what do we think? Let's see. If I did this way, what I get now? I'd only get one piece because if you figure I cut it there, it's not going to be enough. So, what are we thinking? I'm going to need something sideways, too. Now, this could go sideways, but it's not going to cover. It's too thin. Ugh. I really like this beware. Pick your poison. Can we make this work somehow? How much will that stick over? I could just trim the top off. I could, like, glue it here. I don't even know what I'm doing for the spine yet, y'all, so... But I could just glue this here, right? Glue this piece right here. And maybe put this one... It's going to be a hodgepodge, but you know what? It's okay, right? Now, what to do? So, we have this... It's probably going to go right up against there. So if I trim it, But let's see if I can get this to work. Okay, so let's put this here, and why don't we just glue that down? How far down would it go? It's going to cover some of that. But I think that's okay. So what do we think? Why don't we glue that? Now, the other thing is, am I going to use my cheap glue? I do have art glitter glue. Let's try this business and see if this works. This will be my first time. I see everybody using this stuff, so let's see. Okay, now the top is going to hang over some. No, I'm going to actually glue it on the top, so I don't want to go too far from the bottom. Okay, let's try this again. Woo! Okay, so let's glue this down here. Whoop. Don't use too much. You don't have to go crazy. Okay, y'all, I goofed already. I started gluing it on here. I don't know why. Instead of on this side. So, made my first mistake already. Oh, y'all, I don't know. I don't know why I did that, but let's put some more glue on here. Hopefully I didn't mess it up too bad. And let's see. So, let's just put this down here like so. Hopefully it's going to cover it. If not, we could probably always use some washi tape or something. So what do we think? Maybe just a little over that way? I don't know. Okay, let's see. So we have a piece there. Now I have never used art glitter glue, so hopefully I don't muck it up. Okay, let's move this one just a smidge. Okay, now we have that there. Still thinking this piece down here, how much of it would stick out? Quite a bit, actually. It would cover that, but what I could do is trim off that bottom gold part, and then, you know, that'll take off some of it. Let me put this in. I want to make this into a, whatchamacallit. Yeah. Let's get this paper trimmer, and let's see if we can just trim off that bottom gold part. That way, let's see, where's this going to go? That way, it won't be, and it's not straight. Ugh, y'all, well, let's get the scissors and... Do I need a new blade or what? Okay, and I'm trimming the part I'm not even using. Heavens to Betsy, y'all. Okay. Should we try that? Let's try that. And this time, I think, can I just glue this instead of gluing it on the back of here? I don't know. Let's see. Let's put this, if I put that down, let's just see how far that's going to hang over. It's still going to hang over quite a bit, actually. Should I get rid of that top layer of silver too? So why don't we take this one, and this time let's glue the bottom. So let's do this. Let's take this and just maybe like that. I don't know. I don't want to use too much. Okay, and let's put this piece down here like so, and put it across here. What do we think? Now, I could always take a piece of washi and go over there, too, so. And that might help to reinforce it. Okay, let's cut that. Yeah, originally, I made a mistake. I glued there, so I hope that won't affect it. What do we think so far? It's looking kind of ridiculous. Okay, should we put some spiders? Now, how am I going to do this? Do I want to cover it up like this? or what? Or do I want to try and put it from here to here? I might be able to do that and then put the other side like so, because, let's see. This piece is not going to be enough unless, like I said, I put like a piece of washi. This has the writing on it. I don't want that. This has the writing on it too. Which, I mean, I guess I could do. Where would it stop? No, see, I would cut off some of that. If I did it now, if I did this, it would actually cover that nice. So I could do that. But on the other side, again, what am I going to do? The spiders? I think actually I'm going to put this here. Why not? I think I'm going to try that. I think I'm going to put that down there. And let's see. Let's see if that works. So, so I hope this is all on camera. So I'm going to put that here. So basically, and how much of it is it going to cover the window? Just a little bit. Okay. I keep covering the window, y'all. Okay. So I want to do what? The top of it? I don't want to glue the bottom, right? I want to just glue the top part. So like, here, right? Maybe like this. Let's see. Well, here goes nothing, y'all. Let's put this here. I don't know how I'm going to like this hodgepodge. I still want to make sure that this turns, or that it opens up, rather. So let's see what we think about this business. Can I? Okay. And I don't have any glue in there, so that's good. Now, let's trim this one. Okay. And then let's put, so I'm thinking of just taking this and putting this down there. But obviously I'm going to have to trim because it hangs over a lot. So what if I trim those red parts off? Okay, I went ahead and cut it, y'all, and I think I'm just going to glue it on just right here. I don't know. So I'm going to glue the bottom part of it and probably just up to there. Okay, maybe like... Okay, so let's... Again, I don't want to go too close to the top, because that's where the overhang is. Okay, so let's see if I line this up somewhat decent. Okay, what do we think about that business? So let's put that down. And then let's have a little bit of excess glue. Let's take that off and let's trim that piece right there. And we have, I think, our front cover so far. I don't know how that's going to look, but we're going to find out. Now, it is kind of flimsy, so I'm wishing I would have like backed it with, and this is deciding to explode, with chipboard or something, because it is flimsy. So anyway, okay, well, we have that. So now, should I put the inside piece, excuse me, the inside piece down, or do I want to go ahead and do the back first? Let's see. Let me take a look. There was one in here that I really, really liked, but I didn't know if it would work. I love those. I'm thinking of cutting these out and making tags out of them or journal spaces. This one. Will this work for the back cover? I love this page. Let's see. let's take this one out, shall we? Could I make that? Now, I could go right over the spine and just fold it, but I don't think I want to. I think I want to do something like that. I just love that piece. It might cut some of these off, but that's okay, because see, they're cut off here. Okay, let's see if I can line this up so that it's straight. Oh, we got to get that out of there. Okay, we got to get that, because they all have that hole in the top, so you got to get rid of that. Okay, now, what do we think? What do we think? You know what I'm going to do? We might as well measure. Okay, I hate measuring. So I'm going to go a little over. So this is like 6.5. So why don't I do 7 by like 8.5, and I can always trim. So if we do the 7, do 7 inches, and again, that's a little bit, that's extra, but I want to make sure that I have enough. So let's see. And what did we say? 7 by... by 9. So that's the 7. Let's go by 9, right? And let's see, it should be big, which is what I wanted, because then what I'll do is I will just trim it. Yeah, it's going to be a little big, but that's okay, because then, I will just trim it. I love this piece. See, originally that was my thought, and I probably should have done that, but then I would lose so much of this that I didn't want to. I think that's okay. See, the problem is I keep second-guessing myself, and I know I shouldn't. Okay, what are we gluing? Can I just glue this? I'm going to try it. Why not? Because you know what? Trying to glue the other one, and I probably should get closer to the sides, but I really don't want that glue oozing out. I could have used double-sided tape too. I really wanted to try using this art glitter glue, since that seems to be the popular, and I have it, so why not use it, right? Okay, what do we think of this? Is that somewhat even on here? Like if I fold it, it's still, can I push it up just a smidge? But again, I have to tell myself, if it's not, I can always use washi tape, and that will probably help to, you know, strengthen it. Okay, so we have that. Now, let us trim. So it should just be the 2 sides, right? So I'm going to trim this. I hope some of this isn't too boring. I'm afraid that some of this is going to be quite boring and people are going to click off. I really hope that's not the case. I really wanted to do this, and, you know, I think it's going to be a fun project. As long as I can stop, like I said, second-guessing myself, and I kind of like that. Y'all, I'm kind of getting into this now. Okay, so we have that. Now, again, the spine, y'all, I really don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do for that. Okay, y'all, what do we think about this piece here? I'm kind of leery of it, but you know what? It might be okay. I don't even, what is this? Like, what are these, fans? And which way do they go? Like this? Should I put it like this? Or do we want it this way? Kind of thinking this way for some reason. I really don't know. But I'm thinking I'm going to glue this right down here. Let's try it and see, y'all. Why not? Let's just give it a go, shall we? Okay, let's get the art glitter glue out, and let's glue down on here. Oh. Okay, and what did I said like this, right? let's see what we think of this business. Okay, so what do we think? I had a little bit of a malfunction in here, but again, you know what? This is my first one, so, you know, give yourself grace when you're doing your first one. Just, like I said, give yourself grace, and that's what I'm going to do. I really like the back cover. That's my favorite. I should probably let this dry. I am going to have to put something here. I'm thinking washi tape or something, because like it's not, maybe I just need to give it time to dry, but it is kind of funky. Now do I want to try gluing this, excuse my reach, gluing this page in here? What do we think? And again, I kind of want, let me, do I have any, yeah, I have like a full sheet of paper. I want to put this behind it so I can see. I'm thinking like of getting, I kind of want that whole broom in there. So if I cut, I don't know, where? I can go a little bit beyond. Doesn't look too bad. Thinking that's what I want to do. Now, how do I do it? Thinking of trimming it where that eye is. I'm going to lose this side, but you know what? I could probably cut around it anyway, so. Like I said, I think I'm going to trim where that eye is. So, let's get the guillotine. And let's trim. Hope I'm doing this right, y'all. I mean, I got to tell myself it's only paper, right? And if you make a mistake, you have another one. I just don't want to make a mistake, because then I feel like I'm wasting it. But you know what? Sometimes you just got to go for it, right? So let's take that. And then that, we will have that piece to go in there. And then where do we, I think the top I can pretty much trim anywhere, right? Like, let's see. Like maybe where the bottom of that line is. You like how I'm so precise? The bottom of that line? Because you know what? This should be fun, right? It shouldn't be, you know, stressful and, oh, you got to get it perfect. And no, have fun with it. I mean, I'm having fun with it. It's a little stressful because I'm filming it. But, okay, now, so, wait. What's happening here? What's the right side, y'all? It's this side up, right? So this side has to get glued down, I believe. So, I think that's going to look kind of cool. I'm glad I did that. I think that is going to be cool. Now, once I glue that down, do I glue, like, how do I do it? Do I glue another piece of white, just maybe like white cardstock over it, and then decorate that, or what? You know what I wonder, y'all? Could I glue this over the top of that paper and then just put scrapbook paper over the top? Or if I just cover it with scrapbook paper, if the back of the paper is white, then that would be good, because then it would show through. I think that's what I might do. I might not, because I was going to glue that down, but I've never worked with this, so I don't know what I'm doing, as you can tell. Should we just go for it? Should we just glue it down and see what happens? Now, y'all, how am I going to do this? Should I just put a little glue around the outside of here? Like maybe just put glue here. I'm just afraid I don't want to press down on it and then have it go. See, like that, I got kind of close. Let's see. How did I have this, y'all? I feel like I'm going to get one shot because once I put it in the glue. Okay, what if we put it down like right there? Is that going to hold it? Somewhat. That's not too bad, is it, y'all? Hope you can see. I hope there's not too bad of a glare. That's kind of cool, if I do say so myself. And again, it doesn't have to glue down perfectly because I'm going to have to try and figure out now what I'm going to do on the inside cover. So I'm going to have to figure out how I'm going to cover it on the inside. But I like that. So I think I'm going to stop it for here because it's already been almost an hour. And I do have to edit a lot out. But I think I'm going to leave it right there. And I'm curious to see how this video does because I want to see if people are interested in this or if I should just make it, you know, on my own and then show it, like do a flip through of it. I'm not sure. But I enjoy watching people do these things. So I thought, you know, I would give it a go. So there we go. There is the outside of it. And what I'm thinking is I'm going to put one of those, like I said before, those brads and maybe hang some dangles down or some charms and, you know, go to town on the inside. But so far, this is it. So thank you so much for watching. I truly appreciate you taking some time out of your day to spend with me. If you like this video, please hit that like button as well as leave a comment in the comment section. If you want to see more of my videos, please hit that subscribe button as well as the notifications bell. That will help me out. My channel is growing and I want to keep that momentum going. So thanks again. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments what you think. And I can't wait to see you in another video. Take care and stay safe, everyone. Bye-bye.